Welcome to the Elite Podcast, where we discuss business, family, and life. Now, welcome to your hosts, Mr. H. Rod himself, Henry Rodriguez, and Ryan Arditty, the SCV MVP.
What up, podcast world? It's your favorite insurance guy, Henry Rodriguez, here on the exclusive Elite X podcast. And as always, here with my two favorite co-hosts.
It's your boy, the SCV MVP.
Hey, bring it, Buffalo, bring it.
Wow.
Hey, we're still trying to find the right sound. It's Christian Lazore, the Buffalo.
It's a working progress.
There you go,
still.
yeah. AKA the voice.
Yeah.
You want me to dub it like Christian Lazore?
The voice, AKA the voice.
AKA the voice.
I like that.
Actually, I missed the
right.
voice.
I know.
I think
Jacob said I'm nothing now.
Yeah,
No,
I think you had a bigger personality, persona, if you will,
As the voice.
As the voice.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to bring that back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This face isn't that good right now.
It's
Well,
it's
after
a
our
face for
last-
radio.
Not for podcast.
Do you think people
Ryan.
knew it was you? Do you think people knew it was you, the voice? They all knew?
I think our,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Yeah.
30th high school reunion.
Like
huh,
crazy,
dude?
right?
Yeah.
I look like it's my 20th, right?
Said no one ever. Said nobody ever, dude.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous.
You're hyping it up. What are you doing?
So Christian and I, what was like 6 months ago, you were going to have your 25th.
Correct.
And for some reason, Saugus didn't have their 30th or it wasn't going. And I told Christian, I'm like, I want to do the 30th.
Okay.
So we put this together, and it's going to be at Patron's.
You're actually seeing something through? Like
Yeah.
you're gonna show
we're
up.
following through.
And you're gonna
Yeah.
show up. Wow.
For sure. Kudos
Wow.
to you, man.
Okay.
Kudos to you, because yes, I was there since inception, and I kind of doubted.
Yeah.
But
Kinda.
and my 25th was this year, and they never got it off the ground. So for you to be able to get it all done,
Yeah.
good for you.
Now, I am inviting everybody.
Everybody.
So, so if you're...
Is this a Diddy party? Oh.
It's an MVP party.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
if you guys want to come, you could come.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Patron's.
see. We'll see if we'll be there.
Okay.
Who else just had through Rachel Steele?
Heart.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Rach.
I reached out to her too and
She just
congratulated
did it
on her
this
because
Saturday. At Heart in Maine. 20, how many years?
25, I think.
25,
Yeah.
25. We graduated the same amount of time too, and I reached out to her as well too because I saw how hard it was to get it off the ground.
Yep.
For us, so kudos to you guys for seeing that through.
Obviously, their budget was different than ours.
I did help sponsor a little down Rachel, so.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I knew Ryan was going to say something. Okay. Christian Buffalo, stairs update, please.
We'll get back to that.
The stairs update. So we're August 18th. We're past halfway there. We have 38 finishers this year.
crazy.
And we also had a registration this year. We've had over 320 registrations this year.
That's awesome, dude.
You
So
should be proud.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you should be proud.
I am very proud. And what I'm proud is just seeing the families, the different demographics.
Mm-hmm.
It's male, female, ages, colors, races. Everyone out there inspiring each other, having a great time. Whether you're coming in the morning or night or at 100-degree weather, people are having a good time. And it's awesome to see people, what happens once they hit their 100, right? Because now they've just accomplished something. And as adults, we don't really get that feeling as much anymore.
The
you know?
accomplished, yeah. I want to give a shout out to our right hand girl, Shannon, because I ran into her and Betty. Another shout out to Betty. Betty Ponce. To Shannon. She is the biggest cheerleader for this, by the way. Out there Saturday, and it was cooking, and I just told my kids, get off your devices, let's go hit some stairs, I gotta win. So we went out there, and the boys and I did 10, they did 5, but Shannon was there, like wrangling strangers, making sure they're hitting the QR code, telling them about this community that you've built.
Yes.
And she's so proud to be part of it now.
Yes.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, an ambassador, right?
100% she's an ambassador. of it.
And there's multiple ambassadors on those staircases, and it was just all about empowering people to be out there and say hello and shake hands and have conversations with strangers.
Yep.
It makes them feel good.
Yeah.
And
I think
nobody
it's
better
awesome.
than Shannon
Yeah.
to do that.
And then another note, I was driving down Plum. I saw the new set of stairs. Have we seen them?
I have.
Oh, dude.
I have.
What are you going to do with that?
I'm not going to do anything with that.
okay.
I have like 3 jobs.
Should we do that over there?
Hey, let's do it.
They're small. I think they're less, right?
It's kind
Or
of
no?
cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is going to have a view, because it's like up that little mountain or hill
Yeah.
or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
it's up on the hillside. Yeah.
So, it's kind of cool. Saugus.
You want to have rivaling stairs now?
Oh, challenge accepted. All right.
I give a shout out really quick
Yeah.
to Christian because like it started off just as a fitness journey a little bit.
Is that
right?
what it was?
It just started off of wanting to share that place with everyone else, right? I hung those flags up on July 4th of 2023. People were tagging me. I did 50 that day just for fun with my son to prove him that I can do it. And once they left those flags up there, I wanted to share it with everybody. So I started getting people in, and it was
the SCV stair project.
The SCV stair project was born.
Yeah,
it made
no. Oh, I know about that. It was very, very funny. Just show up.
We're talking about fires,
and there's a lot of smoke, and
we're doing
air
stairs
quality is
here,
not that good.
Yeah, that was
Chris is
interesting.
like, just show up. that was
awesome.
hilarious, by the way.
Over 900 members though in his community.
Yeah, 1,200.
1,200
and counting.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely.
That's awesome.
It's been quite the journey,
and that's how you build a community, dude.
Man,
kudos to you, brother.
Should have been a realtor, man.
Yeah, Lord
You
knows
don't want
that
none.
Santa Clarita needs
none.
another realtor. Ryan, you asked out Ceci.
Oh yeah,
Tell us a little about that. This
That's
is
a
the
long
19th
story.
time you've
That's
asked
a
her
long
out.
story. Well, I love her, the chura.
The chura, yeah.
And I want to do something kind of cool. It was asked me to be my girlfriend party, which everyone on this planet made fun of me for. And it went well.
How did it? Yeah, it went well.
It went from karaoke to "Will you be my girlfriend?"
Did she say yes?
She did.
Okay.
Yeah, she did. She did. Yeah.
Shout out to Chura.
Yeah, she did.
When is gonna ask you to marry her party?
Oh,
coming?
Wow, you're gonna ask that question right now. Ooh.
Wow, Ceci. That's
I don't know. The MVP's quiet.
yeah. Wow. Okay.
I
all
would
right.
say in the next 2 or 3 years.
Why are you getting all red and weird and awkward?
I'll take you to downtown LA. We'll go shopping.
the spot?
Ring shopping.
You know the spot?
Of course.
All right.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Diamond District
Where do
All
I
right.
have the wedding though? That's the question.
in Henry's backyard.
You're just
That-
volunteering my backyard like
No
that?
problem.
That actually could
wow.
work.
Yeah.
Great parking.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge you. So
You're not gonna sponsor it?
yeah, let me know.
You're not
if I can
sponsoring
invoice
it?
this thing.
Everyone has to bring their insurance
I'm gonna-
policies.
yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna have an
We can
H-Rod
barter.
tux.
We can talk about something.
All right,
okay.
yeah.
On that note, let's introduce our new guest.
I'm excited
Our
for this one.
featured guest
Yeah.
for this episode, Miss Melissa Diaz. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you for being on our episode.
Absolutely.
If you could please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, so I live in Santa Clarita. I've been a business owner for 9 years now. I have 2 kids, Maverick and Trinity. Both my kids are in school. My son goes to ASU.
Maverick. I love that
Maverick,
name.
Yeah, I like that
yes.
name too.
Yeah, so when my husband told me the names he wanted for our son, I was like, Maverick, what? And then we were driving to Santa Barbara, and the movie was on, and I was like prego driving everybody, and I could hear it. And as they were saying Maverick, I was like, oh hell yeah, that's gonna be his name. That is so cool. So yeah, so
That amazing. And
Yeah.
you're a local businesswoman, right?
Yes.
Suddenly Staged Homes.
Yes.
Okay, you're part of our elite network as well, which we're super grateful.
yes, love it.
Tell us a little bit about your business.
Yes, so we do full home staging and full interior design. So I started the business as a staging company, and people loved what I did. And so then they started asking if I could help them with interior design. So then we started kitchen and bathroom remodels. Obviously, went back to school, got my education. Now I have interior designers on my team, stagers on my team, all that good stuff. So we really
Incredible.
grown.
It's full service.
Full service,
Okay.
yes.
Was it always a passion to be design and?
Yes. So before I started the business, I had a totally different career. So I've been in business for like 20 years before this. So running a business was very familiar to me, but I wasn't in home staging or design. So kind of stepped back from the career that I had. I was traveling all across the country, and my kids were little at the time. So it was kind of time for a pivot and just a career change. And so took a minute, kind of thought about what I want to do, came up with a business plan, and went from there. But yeah, I always loved helping my friends and family with their homes and everything decor. I always loved that. So like I said, went back to school, started a business, and here we are.
I love that. Love
Yeah.
that. Success story. You started your business as a one-woman show, and now
Yes.
you've built it into a full-service design studio.
Yes.
What sparked you to jump from being solo to now having a team?
My client sparked me. So I was running ragged and just, working way too much. And so I knew that in order for my business to go to the next level, I needed to really have more of a powerhouse behind
Yep.
me. So there was a demand for that. And so it kind of slowly built my team. Had like my first intern. I was like, I can't pay you, but if you want the experience. And then eventually was able to, hire my first employee after a few years in, and really just the needs of the business. And so it's been great. I have 2 interior designers on my team, 3 stagers, multiple movers. Everybody lives here local in Santa Clarita, so I love that we're able to give back to the community by hiring people and providing jobs.
Yes.
So
yeah, I love that.
yeah.
Love that.
It's grown
love that.
into a huge company.
Oh,
now.
for sure.
Yeah.
You've mentioned that some of your favorite rooms to design are the kitchen and master bedrooms. Yes.
yes,
Primary bedroom.
Primary.
Can't say
yes,
master.
true.
Oh,
Primary.
Is that a realtor thing or?
No, it's real.
Oh, okay.
Primary.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so primary bedroom.
Yes,
okay.
primary.
Excuse me. What is it about this space that lights you up?
A kitchen, I just feel like it's the heart of the home, even though I don't cook. I will design. Yes. So, I will do all the dishes and I will make it beautiful, but I do not cook. So
Does your husband cook?
Yes, he
does
does.
cook?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
perfect
Okay.
match.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't like to, or you can't, or
I can make basic stuff,
Okay.
but I feel like if I learn how to and I'm good at it, then I'd have to do it. So I'm just gonna keep playing my cards right.
Smart woman.
You're doing it right. You're doing it right.
So I'm gonna stick to that. But yeah, so I love the kitchen because I feel like it's the heart of the home, and that's where everybody spends their time. And also, too, on the staging side, it's a great return on your investment. So when you remodel a kitchen, you're gonna see a return on your investment when you if and when you decide to sell it. So those are the kind of reasons. And then the primary, a lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna do all the other areas of my home, and they don't do their primary bedroom. But that's where you wake up every day. It's where you go to bed every night. So it needs to be kind of your sanctuary. So that's why those are my 2 favorites.
love that.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask her, what are the most important rooms when staging a home for sale?
Definitely. So what we say is like a first impression is going to be the exterior of the home, right? People are going to drive up, they're walking up. It's kind of like when you meet somebody, the first few seconds, it's going to be really important. And then as we go into the entryway, your living room, family room, kitchen, and then your primary bedroom. If it's a pool home, definitely the exterior. And then those secondary bedrooms, they're not going to be as crucial. People can kind of get a visual and have an idea, but 90% of people cannot visualize a space. So when they walk into a home and they see a room, they won't know that that's supposed to be a living room or a dining room. However it's staged, it's typically how they actually move in and where they place their furniture.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and obviously there's always an upside to hiring someone, a true professional like yourself, right?
Definitely.
Ryan, maybe have a little interaction with Melissa in terms of like you're on the real estate side and what success stories you've seen when it's staged versus when it's not.
Yeah.
And maybe add some data to that because I know you've always talked about and preached that as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm big on preaching statistics for staging because it's still kind of a market where people don't realize that it's real estate marketing. Yes, it's going to be beautiful, and yes, people are going to love it, but we are here to make you money and get your house sold faster, period. And a lot of times that gets confused with we're here to bring in furniture and fluff pillows, and
that's not it. Yeah.
so much more.
The biggest thing is visualizing.
Yeah.
And she has a good point. Like, they can't visualize their furniture there, what it looks like, and she brings that to life.
Yeah.
And I think that helps bring more buyers in and ultimately getting more money.
And maybe before you go into the data, like in terms of like how fast your home could sell based on the staging.
Yeah.
How could you help realtors out there convey that message to their clients? Like, what is the messaging?
Yeah, so the messaging is, and again, I'd love, come see me anytime, but basically just really, if somebody hasn't moved in the last 10 years, they probably don't even necessarily know what real estate staging is, or they've maybe never staged a property. So they typically don't understand what it is, and what it is real estate marketing. We're helping you showcase your property so that buyers online first see the house and they get the vision, then they want to drive that traffic to the property and come in for those open houses. That's the first thing. And then once they get there, we have to make them fall in love with the home. So staging is all about creating an emotional connection with buyers, making sure that the home is showcased at its highest. If we're trying to sell a $1 million home or $700,000 home or a $3 million home, they all need to look according to the price point. And so with our inventory, we're able to do that. Right. But it's all about, like if you're going to sell your vehicle, like you would go in, you would get it detailed, you would make sure everything's fixed, everything looks great. And people sometimes forget their biggest investment. They have one time to hit the market, and we got to make it look right. First impression is everything.
And now more than ever, right? How many homes are on the market?
You're looking at me.
I think the real estate professional.
I'm just talking.
I think we are at like 800 or 900,
Yeah,
right?
so now more than ever, you have a lot of competition. If you separate yourself, it's just going to only add more value.
Absolutely. And I think days on market is a big thing too, right?
Huge.
I think we're around 65 days on market.
Yeah.
So what is an average home that has been staged?
So our stats for stunningly staged homes, our stats are 24 days on market.
That's
half.
huge.
Yes.
Think about that.
That's huge.
It's
Yes.
over half.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like a third.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show
two-thirds,
you,
I'd say.
and everybody's on Instagram, Pinterest. They're seeing the perfect house. We all want the perfect house. It's not real. That's why it's staged. But it works, and it works because everybody. It's just like a model home. If people want the model home, then they get their house. They realize, oh, it's a little different than I thought, but it gives people the visual of what they could do with the home, especially if the home's dated.
Yeah.
Our staging makes it look like it's been updated when maybe the seller has not put in that kind of money into kitchen and bathroom remodels and stuff.
I was going to ask you, the ones that have been there 10, 20 years that have everything, do you help with getting that stuff out, depersonalizing it or getting rid of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we work in occupied homes and vacant. And so I'll go in and I'll do a consultation. I still personally do those for all my clients. And we'll go in and kind of give them a checklist of things to do. And then they can work with the moving company to get all that out. And then we can come in and stage it as well.
What's the data that you're tracking in terms of how much more, when you stage a home, how much more are you able to get their clients?
Yes. Our stats right now are 6%. So, and our average home sold is 1.4 million is the average home that we've staged and sold.
yeah.
So 6% on that number.
So your cost more than is absorbed by the increase in terms of that sales price, yes?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So staging is going to always be cheaper than your first price reduction is what I tell people.
That's actually a great marketing pitch right there.
Say that one more time.
Say that one more
Staging will
time.
always be less than your first price reduction.
I like that actually
and
a
all
lot.
of the extra months of your mortgage. So
Sanity.
people look at staging as a cost,
Yeah.
right? And it would be great if we can continue to get the word out there that staging is an investment that you're putting into your home, and you're going to get an ROI on that, just like you would if you paint the house or you do other upgrades and stuff. So
that makes a lot of sense.
I feel like she's been at the forefront out here staging, right? Because it's been around for a long time, but I feel like you've elevated it to a different level.
I'm really trying, and I really hope that my other fellow staging companies that they will take suit in this stuff and really kind of come together because there is a lot of potential, and we're here to help, and we make our sellers a lot of money, so we need to make sure that we're handling every transaction professionally because it is a newer marketing strategy.
Yeah.
So across the country, RESA, the Real Estate Staging Association, I'm a member. I've been a member for all 9 years of my business.
I didn't know
got
there
in-
was an association.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it's stagers from all across the country.
Wow.
So we really talk about business and make sure that, again, we're elevating this market because it is a newer industry.
What about the people that want to buy the furniture?
Yes.
Because
So-
you always get that, right?
Yeah.
I love that
I'm
piece.
sure, yeah.
I
Yes.
love that piece.
Yeah, so we can definitely sell it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't sell our furniture; just depends on what I need for my inventory. But yes, they can definitely come through, and if they see something they want, we can get them pricing in. And then it's already designed, it's already set up,
Yeah.
it's already been installed. It's so.
Is that a service? Is it part of the service or part of the package? Like this home staged, but here's the buy it now price, including the staging. Is that part of?
It's not.
Okay.
We do just have marketing in the home that says, "See something you want to buy."
Got
Let
it.
it,
I just,
reach out for
my
pricing.
mind
But
went
that's a
right
good
to
way
like the
yeah.
model homes when you go see all the new
Yeah.
model homes and they're beautifully staged and there's a price for that exact house with all of the furniture.
That's
and
actually a really good idea to have that just there for
we're
every
full
home.
of great ideas, Melissa.
fully
Yes, I love it. Write that down. No, that is a good one. So yeah.
Okay.
Like the fully furnished home, right?
Like a
Yeah.
model home,
The-
right? When you go to a new Toll Brothers and it's beautifully furnished, it already has the pool.
Yeah.
You could sell that house.
Yeah.
Right, with including the furniture. Right, and there's a
Yeah.
price for everything.
Yeah. Shout out to our girl Bree. She had one in Cannon Country, and she had a price where everything was included, and the price where it would just come with nothing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's
There you
definitely
go.
something people look at. For
Forward
sure.
thinking
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Forward thinking real estate. Okay.
You need to do that.
Melissa, what's the most challenging part of running both the creative side as a designer and the business side as an owner?
Yeah. So I miss the creative side sometimes because obviously now I'm in a position where I am, owner and creative director. So I still touch every single project for staging and every single project for design. But I would say that's probably the hardest part sometimes is then you get more into actually running the business versus getting to do all the little detailed creative stuff. But my team's amazing and I trust them and we like I said, we work on everything together. So everything still has my touch on it, but they've actually helped me grow my business to be bigger and better because they're amazing. And so by training them and installing trust in them, that's how we're able to do what we do. I could never do all this on my own anymore. So they're great.
You also have these pop-up events, right?
Yes.
Can you share about them? You actually have one coming up?
Yes. So we have a shop. So that's actually kind of our third business. So we have staging, design, and then we have a shop. So the shop is kind of to bridge the gap between the client that needs full interior design and somebody that just wants to buy a few accessories or maybe just a table for their house and not like a full service. So once a year we go through our warehouse and we do a sale for all of our staging inventory. So there's some great pieces. It's just stuff I don't typically use anymore.
Love that. Love
Yeah.
that. So speaking of clients coming to you, right? What's the feel and the vibe that you want them to walk away with when they come see you at your business?
Yeah. So for design, it's really important that people understand that we don't have a look and feel that I'm trying to push on you. We're not trying to do anything trendy. I sit down with my clients and we go over an hour interview of what they want, what's best for their family, kids, pets, all the things so that we can design a home for them that they can have forever if they want, and quality that will last them for as long as they want. So it's really important to me that they get what they need for their family and not a look and feel that we think is good for them and their family. And then just that they feel that they get that really high quality service. I typically put myself and one designer on each project, so they're getting one-on-one attention, and I don't overbook. It's not worth it. I don't overbook. So if we are busy, then we have to book out, but that's to make sure that the person that paid us for a service gets the quality that they deserve. And I think that that's really helped the business too, because we deliver. We deliver what we say we're going to deliver.
Love that.
I feel like she's conscious on customer service.
100%.
Right? And that's
It's all about
huge.
the experience,
And that's
right?
huge. When you say designing, we're not talking about staging, designing the actual house you're living in.
Right.
Man, I should have her come look at my living room.
Yeah.
The one
Yes, you should. I was just
that you're
there.
going to propose to Cecilia?
Maybe.
Why
She'll
you
say
ready?
yes for sure then.
No, my living room. Yeah, that's something that I was considering, right? Because it's just I can't get an idea. People use that, like AI, and you look at it, but it
Yes.
just doesn't give you that real life feeling. you know?
Exactly. And that's important too, is cozy, right?
Yeah.
So it's and that's a balance we try to do even with staging. Like it needs to look cozy and lived in, but also, perfected. So it just depends on the personal families for the design side. And then for the staging side, we're trying to appeal to the masses of people.
Yeah,
So
different.
everything is a little bit more generalized and a little safer when it comes to staging. And then depending on the aesthetic of the home, depends on the furniture and the style that I select to make sure that it goes with that house. So if it's a transitional home, then we're going to stage it transitional. If it's more modern, then we have our modern furniture. So it just depends on the home.
Okay. Melissa, I thought this was really cool, so I have to ask you this. So you've been featured in places like Voyage LA and even wrote for Martha Stewart, which I thought was
Yes.
really cool. Okay. How do these opportunities come about, and what do they mean for your business?
It's great because usually it's they've approached me, which has been really nice. So we work really hard to market and put ourselves out there as a small business. But it's just another way for us to kind of feature our work, but also to try something new. So like the Martha Stewart, that article was to talk about ways that people can do upgrades, but also be a little bit more budget conscious. And it kind of tied into like staging too. So it was for tiles that were not so permanent. So they're less expensive, easier to put in. And then again, kind of just gives that quick finishing look for a house to, go on the market for staging.
And I mean, that's huge. I mean, you're writing. You writing for Martha Stewart, or
So a publicist reached out to me,
Okay.
and then we went over everything, and then she wrote it.
and
Yeah.
how big is that to you as a professional and in your industry? Because I'm assuming she's like the Michael Jordan of like what you do, right?
I was just like, wait, I'm sorry, who? This is fake. Yeah, right. What's going on? So yeah, that was a few years ago. That was really cool. It was a
That's
really
super
good
cool.
experience for me, and just also sometimes those moments you kind of step back and you're like, what? Someone wants to know my opinion?
Yeah.
Okay, this is great. So it's really like just exciting to be a part of that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get real. When it comes to home staging, what are some myths that you want that you just want to bust?
Mythbusters.
Yeah,
Mythbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first and foremost, I think that it's really important that people understand to get a return on your investment, you need to invest in professional home staging. It is an industry that still has, some things that need to be monitored. So it's important that you're working with a licensed, insured staging company. We're going into your clients' homes. We're bringing in lots of furniture. We have a huge truck. It's important that you're working with professionals that represent you. And if something goes wrong, I have insurance. We're covered. You're going to be good. Your client's home's going to be good. So that's really, really important. The second thing I would say is just it's not a one for all. So it really is a business where we are creatives, but I think the difference that has set us apart is that I'm a creative and I'm a businesswoman. I'm not here as this is not my hobby. This isn't something that we just kind of throw stuff into homes. And I think there's still a little bit of a misperception about that, like the actual work that goes into it. So the planning, the prepping, sometimes I have agents that reach out like 2 days before. And it's like,
darn
realtors.
you know, those realtors. The truck, throw it all in here real fast. So
Those realtors.
right, yeah. So it's definitely something that we make the houses look better and we make that more money for the clients and we help the home get sold faster. So it's just really important that it's staged professionally, because if you don't and you're trying to save a buck or two, it won't work to your benefit. It could actually cheapen the look and feel of the home and also have you, longer days on market.
Yeah.
So
I was going to ask her, so obviously when you think of staging, couches, beds, but it's also more than that, right?
it's a lot more. And I've actually had people that are like, oh, just bring the furniture. We don't have to do any of that. And it's kind of like I always say, it's like the finishing when you're getting ready to go out for an evening, right? You put your watch on, you get your, everything all put together. It's kind of the jewelry of going out. Like you can't just throw
Good
furniture
analogy.
in a room.
I like that.
Yeah. And it's, that's where you get the feeling.
Yeah,
So if I
you're
just
right.
put a sofa in here and a coffee table, you're not going to get a feeling from it. It's all the other little details that we do that make it feel like home, make it feel cozy, and make it feel elevated and expensive.
Yeah.
Like
I
we
noticed
want
that
it to,
about her stuff. It has everything all included, and it's pretty cool.
What I
Thank
love
you.
about what you're doing, right? You're a boss lady. You have
you.
a local business here in Santa Clarita. You're involved. You're helping the local economy. How are you, when you're not staging the dream homes and you aren't designing, how are you balancing work life with your family? Your beautiful family, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So yes, I've had to learn obviously different strategies. But I think the biggest thing for me is setting expectations and having those boundaries with your clients. And real estate is 24/7.
Yeah.
And even my homeowners, they're home on a Saturday night and they're like, oh, I got this idea, or they want to send me things. So I've just tried to really create those boundaries of this is when I'm working
Yep.
and this is when I'm home. And obviously as entrepreneurs, we all know that that's not always 100%, but I really try to kind of set those boundaries when we take on a project. These are our business hours. This is when we work. And then knowing kind of the difference when it's something that doesn't matter what day and time it is, it needs to get taken care of. And then other things that, Melissa, this can wait. But I am kind of a workaholic, so I'm not the best with that. But I will say I've always put my family first. And I think that that's been really good for us. My husband and I just celebrated our 21-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
And thank you.
You can drink
And-
now.
Yeah, so I think that it's really important to make sure that at the end of the day, your family is first, and all those other things will fall into play when you're happy and you take care of yourself.
Great point.
Well said.
Great point,
Well
yeah.
said. As a mom and a business owner, give us a hack on how you stay energized through it all.
So I get up early and exercise. I drink lots of Red Bulls and coffee. It's not the healthiest choice, but it works.
What's your favorite workout? Are you the stairs, Peloton?
So I love the stairs. I love my Peloton. I work out at home a lot these days. But when my kids were younger, I would get up in the morning, go to the gym, get back, take them to school, get to work, and then come home and run them around and do all the activities and stuff. And now I'm kind of on a little bit of a slower track, which is really weird, but kind of nice. So now I work out from home or I go to Pilates and the bike and all the good things. I played college softball, so I've always exercised.
That's cool.
Where did you play?
Yeah.
I played for Bakersfield College.
Okay.
So yeah, just a JC, but still.
Yeah.
So that's why,
They
my
got a great
passion.
junior college over there, though.
They really
Their
do.
football team is good.
The stadium's beautiful and
It's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask her something. So you see all these homes that you stage. What about your house? Is it hard? Is that like a balance? Is that tough right there? You're always trying to change, or how does that
Yeah.
work?
So literally this weekend, I had my husband. I'm
After 21 years.
Yeah. He hates it, but he does it. I'm like, thank you so much, babe. But so this weekend, I had a couple new rugs, and so I was like, Can we move the furniture? Like, so.
Oh, he loves you.
Oh yeah, no, he hates it. He's like, do not ever call me. So when I first started the business, it was just me, and I couldn't afford to hire movers yet, and so my husband actually had to help me a couple times, and he was like, babe, that's it. If you can't afford to hire movers and stuff, then this business isn't going to work.
Yeah.
So
He set his boundaries.
he set his boundaries real early on, which I don't blame him. But he still comes through for me. But yeah, so we're constantly switching things out, and you know, when you're in this industry, you're always seeing something beautiful and new. So. Yeah, but I feel like I have to kind of set the precedence too of, you know, this is my home, and so that I can also feature it and stuff as well. So
yeah, love that. And you've been in Santa Clarita for 20 plus years? You said?
a little over 20 years. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Buffalo, you had a question?
No, I was just going to say the cost involved. I know a lot of people worry about the cost that is involved, but I believe you said that you could pay through escrow, right? Is that something that you could do?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have a new feature where you're able to get your home staged and pay through escrow or within 12 months. And then you can also do home repairs. So like if you need new flooring or paint or lighting, plumbing, anything that you need to do in addition to the staging, there's just a quick approval process. It doesn't affect your credit. And then they can pay it through escrow or in 12 months. And
Brought to you by New All Escrow.
I know, right? Yeah.
For New Orleans.
Yeah. Hey, let's work on that. Let's hook it up. Yeah.
That's like marketing right there.
It is.
Together.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. So 20 plus years in Santa Clarita, you've seen this valley grow, right?
Yes.
What are your go-to spots in Santa Clarita when you just want to unwind, grab a cup of coffee or a glass of wine?
Yeah. So we get to go out a lot now. So it's fun.
Because the kids are grown.
Yeah, so now
that's
we
cool.
What's that? I know. You guys have a little while to go now. But,
I know.
I got,
Set the clock.
I got a 21-year-old, so I have a 9-year-old, so I go every other decade. Yeah.
So it's nice. We love to go to like Sidecar's super cute and fun to go on a date night. We love the Oaks. We like to play golf, so we'll go out for dates and like go do that. Or
Do you
like
play
go with
golf?
the kids. I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're super competitive then. Softball, golf. Okay.
I am, which I think helps my entrepreneur
entrepreneur,
side.
for sure,
You know,
for
we
sure.
got to like hustle and work hard for our clients. So, yeah, and then I love like Larson's happy hours. Always a good
They
time.
got a great happy
That's
hour.
one of my
So
favorites.
good.
too.
Happy hour.
Yep.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Now we know where to find you then.
I know, right? Well, I'm excited to go check out the new society
Oh, yeah,
spot.
that's
That'll
right,
be
that's
fun.
right, yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't been there yet. So.
Okay. Okay.
Are you
Yeah.
a scratch golfer or are you like us?
So I just got my handicap and I
Oh.
finished third in the first tournament that
So
I
she's
played
really
in.
good.
So she's beating us.
So I hope the ladies still like me. No, just kidding.
So you're a ringer now? When we play for someone, we're inviting you.
Yeah. So,
I love that.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right,
it's
Melissa.
relaxing.
Well, thank you for being on this episode. Before
Thank
we
you.
sign off, anything else you want to share about your business, yourself, and or the most important, how do people reach you?
So you can go to our website, www.stunningly.stagedhomes.com, or call me. And no, thank you guys so much for having me. This was fun, and this is a great setup, super impressive. And I just love how you guys put so much time and energy into the community and helping other small businesses.
Thank you.
Get out there.
That does mean a lot. And that's the whole premise of the Elite
Yeah.
podcast. So, all right.
Thank
Well, that
you.
being said, your friend insurance guy, Henry Rodriguez,
The SCV MVP.
and we're going to work on this one.
Let's go.
And Christian Lazore, a.k.a. The Voice.
We still need a lot of work. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Till next time. Bye.
That was
That was
good.
awesome. That was really good.
That was fun.